Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Blu-ray collection update and unboxing. If you all don't know me, my name is David, and I review movies over at CinemaDeviant.com. I started doing this as a way to give people a heads up as to what's coming out now and in the upcoming weeks as far as Blu-rays and DVDs go. Now, we have a lot to look at today. There's a big stack right here to my right. So let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? Because this is going to take a while. First up, we have Paddington 2 on Blu-ray. Paddington 2 does come out April 24th from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. You can see here, it does say certified fresh. And it's funny how they put this sticker here. Certified fresh, 100% as of 3/1/18. But I enjoyed the first Paddington, and I enjoyed Paddington, period. I remember watching the cartoons and things like that. My son enjoyed Paddington as well. So he hasn't gotten a chance to see this one yet, so I can't wait to pop this one in and check it out with him. So you can see here goes the back. If you guys don't know what it's about, the special features are there as well. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. Let's see here. This is one cartoon that I again, like I said, I remember watching as a kid, and surprisingly enough, whenever I saw that they were gonna make a live action or semi-live action Paddington movie, I got kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie. He's not Winnie the Pooh, like famous or anything like that. But it's always really fun to see these kind of movies. Does come with digital copy. And then here we have the DVD on this side, which is just an all red disc art, and then the Blu-ray on this side, all blue disc art, with both with reflective titles there. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Paddington 2, again, which comes out April 24th from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. All right. Yeah, we got a ton to look at today, so let's see how fast we can get through it. I'm going to try not to go too fast. Next up, we have Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell. You got to say it like a subtitle you kind of have to say it with that voice. A Cold Day in Hell. This one comes out April 24th. I'm sorry, May 1st from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. May 1st. Now, Tremors are always fun. I love the Tremor movies. I love the Tremor franchise. The last one, the one before this one, I dug it. I didn't enjoy it so much because Jamie Kennedy was in it. I felt like he kind of... the bar for Tremors isn't really set super high, but I feel like he lowered it a little bit, and that's kind of sucky to see. Now, I am gonna give this one a shot. This one does have Jamie Kennedy as well, and as well as Michael Gross, which he's been in the franchise from the very beginning. Again, these Tremors movies are always really fun though. Either way, even though again I didn't like Jamie Kennedy in the other movie, I still did have a good time watching it. Now, this slipcover here, check out the slipcover. Look how embossed that is. That's great. I love that. Whenever you see embossing on a slipcover to that degree, I get kind of excited. Here goes the back here. If you guys want to know what it's about. I mean, this one seems interesting. They're going to Canada, to check out more graboids and things like that. And I'm curious to see how how they've evolved since the last movie as well. You always see like the weird versions of. My favorite though are the ones from part 2, the little ones, the two-legged ones with just the mouth. Those remind me of Mousers from from Ninja Turtles. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what kind of incarnation of graboid we're gonna see next in this one. These are definitely like a guilty pleasure type movies though. Me and my buddies used to watch these all the time. It does come with digital copy. And here we have the usual Universal disc art here for the Blu-ray, and then a reflective disc art here for the DVD copy on this side. And then the front, back, and spine for Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell, which comes out May 1st from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. All right. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to enjoy it either way, just because they're so fun to watch. They really are. As cheesy as they are. Next up, we have Hostels on 4K Ultra HD. Does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy included. This one stars Christian Bale, Rosamund Pike, and Wes Studi. Now, Hostels, if you're a big period piece person, like westerns and things like that, you're gonna love this movie. This was really good. The action, they had a good amount of action in it, the performances from somebody like obviously Christian Bale, he always gives it an A+ performance. And Rosamund Pike's fantastic as well. You're gonna see a lot of what you would normally see in a western, which again, if you're a big fan of those, you're gonna love it no matter what. So I highly recommend it if you love that kind of stuff. Here goes the back here if you guys want to know what it's about. And I would like to add also, it looks fantastic in 4K. It was shot in film and then converted up to 4K. So you do see some film grain here and there. But that's just to kind of keep the original aspect of it, and that's fine by me. There's not a whole lot of colors in this movie. Whenever I watch a 4K film, I always try to kind of pay attention to the colors, the vibrancy of them, and things like that. So there's not a whole lot of colors there to compare, but it does uptick a lot of the scenery and stuff like that a good amount. Black levels are fantastic as well. You can see a lot of detail in all the backgrounds, especially some of the night scenes and things like that. So that's really good. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this open. All right, it does come with digital copy. And then here we have the Blu-ray copy on this side, 4K copy on this side. Both have the same disc art, which is fine as long as we have something that sets them apart. We have the Blu-ray little logo here and 4K logo here. Because again, there's been so many times where I've gotten confused and I've popped in, a 4K or a Blu-ray disc thinking it was a 4K, or a DVD thinking it was a Blu-ray, and I'm like, wow, this looks bad. All right, so here goes the front, back, and spine for Hostels on 4K Ultra HD. This one does come out April 24th from Lionsgate. This is I really highly recommend this movie. This is one you're not going to want to miss. And again, Christian Bale fan, right? Christian Bale, he's an A+ actor, so everything he does is just fantastic. All right, next up, we have Disney zombies. I love zombies, okay? I love zombies. So I was willing to give this one a shot. It is Disney, so it's not your typical type of zombie, movie, obviously. It's more like High School Musical with zombies, more or less. And actually, it's not too bad. I gave it a chance. I watched it, and it was enjoyable. My son was here watching it with me because he was like, "Ooh, zombies!" He's like, "Wait a minute, these aren't zombies." I'm like, "Yeah, they are. They're Disney zombies, okay?" But it's not bad. It wasn't a bad movie. Would I recommend it? For an adult, probably not. You probably won't enjoy it, especially if you're not into musicals and things like that. For your kids, definitely. It was fun. It was good fun. And as you can see here in the back, what it's about. I mean, it has a pretty good story. It's almost like a Romeo and Juliet type of high school story. So that was really cool. And a lot of the young actors in there have a lot of energy, and that's kind of what I like to see, especially like in a musical and things like that. All right, it does come with some paperwork here, just some advertisements and things like that for the Disney Movie Club, and then does come with some temporary tattoos. My kid loves tattoos, so he's gonna be plopping them all over his face and his chest and his arms. And yeah, so those will be his. And then here goes the interior here. No interior artwork, which is to be expected for a DVD. And then we have just a standard white disc art with the reflective logo there. It says Disney Zombies. See that? And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Disney Zombies, which comes out April 24th from Walt Disney Studios Home Entertainment. If your kid loves, these Disney original movies, High School Musical, things like that, they're definitely going to love this. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be, I think, running about like $12 $12.99 or something like that, $11.99. So this is an easy go-to if your kid loves that kind of stuff. All right. Next up is a really great show that I highly recommend to everybody to watch, especially if you don't have FX. Now's the time to kind of get into it because the first season of it is on Blu-ray, and that's Legion right here. So you can see here. Nice, really nice lenticular cover. Now, this is also one of the bigger reasons why I wanted to get this season of Legion. This lenticular slipcover here is fantastic looking. Got to do that, guys. Now, I guess the one thing that kind of bugs me a little bit is it says the complete season 1. To me, that just sounds odd. They should have just put either season 1 or the complete first season. Nitpicky, I know, but it just sounds weird. The complete season 1. I don't know. This one is out now though, from 20th Century Fox. All right, and it does say that it includes a collectible book, The World's Angriest Boy in the World. Ooh. I think the new season just started on FX. If you guys don't know what it's about, check it out there. This is an X-Men show, X-Men based show, following David Haller, which is Legion, the title character, and he is basically the son of Charles Xavier, and he has this multiple personality disorder kind of thing, and it's just all these people living in his head at once, and he feels like he's going crazy and things like that. Fantastic show. And I think this first season is only like 8 episodes, so you're not investing too much time in it. You know, like if you end up not liking it, you won't feel like you wasted your time. All right, let's take a look at the inside. Okay, The World's Angriest Boy in the World. All right, this is a cool little book. It's pretty dark though. It says, story time, guys. Come on, sit around in a semicircle. Let me read you a book. To bed, the mother said. To bed, she said, the angry boy. His face turned red. Ooh. His face turned red, and with a cry, he chopped her head. It's getting dark, guys. And maybe you've heard of the angry boy who is free as a bird. Are you looking at him? Because he's looking at you. Dun dun dun. No bed, he said. And snicker snack. His mom was dead. Ugh. That's it. That's the end of the book. Look, and then the last couple of pages are red. Like, I don't know if that's to like symbolize like blood or something. That was really dark, guys. Oh, jeez. All right, here goes disc 1 and disc 2 of Legion on Blu-ray. You can see here. Like I said, it's only about 8 episodes, I believe. Now, there is one thing that I do like about this, and they don't do this enough. And I hope that maybe, especially with TV shows, I think they should do this more. It actually has the interior artwork is the like episode listing and things like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like, if you're not going to do an insert, do something like that. That's cool because, it has all the special features there. Each episode is there as well. Now, there's only, like I said, 8, it looks like. So, again, you're not, wasting too much time if you end up not liking the show. I really loved it. I'm a big X-Men fan, and I'm a big fan of this character in general. So I had a blast checking it out, and I hope that they continue to do more even after season 2. So anyway, this one is out now from 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. All right, next up is another movie from H.G. Lewis. We've looked at a couple of these standalone in the past. They did come out with an H.G. Lewis set. Now this is one of his standalone movies right here that was in the set. It's called 2000 Maniacs. This is very, very gory, very, very bloody. I mean, if you know H.G. Lewis, he's if you don't know H.G. Lewis, Google it, look him up, because he's like, like almost like the Godfather, like splatter, things like that. I think if you're into horror, you're a big horror fan, you're definitely gonna love these movies here. All right, this one is out May 15th from Arrow Video. This is, again, just a standalone version of it. Let's open this up. All right. Arrow Video always comes through, man. They always come through with like the craziest and like fly under the radar kind of movies that you would never even think of. You know, that's the best thing about Arrow. And I know, you know, a lot of you that already are, you know, have grown accustomed with Arrow Video releases. You guys know what I'm talking about. This one does come with, like, with a little postcard. You know, sometimes they'll do these. This one's Ronin. All right. And then, again, just a standard Blu-ray release. Standard Blu-ray here. Does look similar to the cover art there. And then let's check out the alternate cover. Interesting. I kind of like the new cover, though. This is really cool. I think I like the new cover. Looks nice. And, you know, I didn't show you guys the back. So if you guys want to know what it's about, take a look there. And then here is the front, back, and spine for 2000 Maniacs. This one is out May 15th from Arrow Video. You know, if you can't afford that big set, it's pretty pricey. I don't know if it's still available, but I know it was pretty pricey. If you can't, you know, cop one of those, I highly suggest picking up the single edition copies. You know, as you can, because they're really good, and especially, again, if you're a big fan of horror, you're gonna love those. Next up is Backstabbing for Beginners, based on a true story. Again, little things like you kind of have to like do the announcer voice, based on a true story. This will starring Theo James, Jacqueline Bisset, and Ben Kingsley. See here. If you guys don't know what it's about, check that out there. Now the premise sounds super intriguing. I love these like these conspiracy thriller type movies, things like that. And Ben Kingsley is Ben Kingsley. You know, he's just fantastic pretty much in everything he does. So I know I'm going to end up enjoying this one when I pop this in. Can't wait to check it out. This one comes out April 24th from Lionsgate. All right. Pop this open. All right. Does come with digital copy. And then here you have the inside here. Just a standard blue disc art with a reflective title there. Just nothing too, you know, too much there, but that's okay. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Backstabbing for Beginners. Again, comes out April 24th from Lionsgate. I think if you're into, like, you know, thrillers and things like that, you're going to dig this one. I'm pretty excited to check this one out. Can't wait. All right, next up, we have one of my all-time favorite movies that used to freak me out as a kid. But I've grown to love it. I grew to love it over the years, and now it's one of my favorites just because it's just so... It's a horror movie that's just so kind of creepy. It is creepy. It's cheesy to a certain extent, but the good kind of cheesy. And that is Killer Klowns from Outer Space. As you can see here. This one comes out April 24th from Arrow Video. This one is, you know, just a single release title as well, I believe. And yeah, love the slipcover here. Love it. Look at that. When a company can put out, again, like a really nice slipcover, especially to an older movie, makes it all worthwhile. Just like Basket Case. I love the Basket Case one. That one was great as well. If you guys don't know what it's about, if you guys have never seen Killer Klowns from Outer Space, you can pause the screen there. You can check it out. All right, let's take this off. Because again, fantastic slipcover. I love this. This is definitely one of my favorite ones thus far this year. All right. And you know, Arrow, they got to go the extra mile like they always do. Fantastic little booklet in the inside. Love the artwork. Here's the back there. Again, these booklets are really cool because you have, you know, some artwork, some set photos. You see there some stills from from the movie. Fantastic stuff. My son saw this title sitting on my desk in passing. He was like, "Ooh, a clown movie." It's not a clown movie, buddy. All right, here's another one of those little, little postcard things in the inside. JD's Revenge. And then it comes with this really awesome poster. Fantastic. Let's see if we can pop this open. Look at that. Awesome, man. And it's actually this poster material because I had an issue. I don't want to say I had an issue, but I think it was during one of their releases of The Hills Have Eyes. It was like almost like this thicker paper that they printed the poster on, and it smelled really weird. I like that they've actually done this on, like the glossy type of poster paper. That's really cool. Like that. And then the original poster artwork in the back. Neat. Like this. Again, this is one of these movies that me and my friends used to just watch and laugh at all the time as kids. I remember when I was young, when I first saw it, first saw it, it creeped me the hell out. There goes the standard Blu-ray here. No DVDs, just a standard Blu-ray release. And let's check out the alternate cover here. And that's just the same artwork that we saw on the other side of the poster. I do prefer the new artwork. It's pretty cool. I dig it. The newly commissioned artwork is really, really nice. See there. Fantastic. And here goes the front, back, and spine for Killer Klowns from Outer Space. This one is out April 24th from Arrow Video. Again, if you haven't seen Killer Klowns from Outer Space, you really should. It's a really fun movie, and it's a staple for any sci-fi horror lover. Yeah, it's fantastic. Next up is one that I've seen this movie I don't know how many times over the years. And I think this is probably the first musical that I ever loved, and that's Grease. And this is the 40th anniversary edition on 4K Ultra HD. It does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy. It completely blew my mind that I saw 40th anniversary on this. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's that old? Like, I feel old. I'm about like 5 years away from from this, or like 6 years away actually from me being a 40th anniversary of myself. All right, so here goes starring Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. Fantastic movie. I'm sure many of you have seen Grease by now, and it is a great movie. I hadn't seen it in so long. It's usually always on TV. I hadn't seen it in so long, so when I popped it in, it's just like this flood of memories watching it when I was a kid came back to me, and I was singing along with the songs and things like that. My son came in for a second. He was like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Oh, I'm watching Grease," and he was like, "Okay." And he just walked away. Yeah, really great movie, and again on 4K Ultra HD, it looks nice. Now there are moments where there's a lot of scenes that do have film grain and things like that, but I think, especially with this being an older movie, you don't want it like super clean either. It's just gonna look really weird. But the improvements that they did do, with this 4K transfer does look good. It does give it a good bump up in quality. So it's really nice. If you guys don't know what it's about, you pause the screen there. And then the special features are kind of small, but there goes the special features as well. All right, and it does say it does have new bonus content, which I believe there's like a new documentary in this as well. So I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but looking forward to it very soon. It does come with digital copy, and here goes the Blu-ray on this side, standard blue with the reflective title, and then the 4K on this side, all black with the whited out title. Looks fantastic. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Grease, the 40th anniversary edition. This one does come out April 24th from Paramount. again, I highly suggest picking this up, especially if you're a big fan of Grease. You know, who isn't or who hasn't seen Grease at some point? If you haven't seen Grease, let me know in the comments below, because I'm almost certain you're probably very young. And if you're very young and you haven't seen Grease, give it a shot. Next up, we have Den of Thieves. This one comes out April 24th from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. I actually really like this movie. I tend to gauge my interest in a movie. Okay, it has Gerard Butler in it, right there. If there's a movie with Gerard Butler in it, I'm like on the fence usually, because I'm gonna be honest, he hasn't really put out the best quality films, especially in recent years. Now, did I completely say, you know, I'm not going to watch it because it has Gerard Butler in it? No, I'm going to give it a shot either way. I'm not that type of movie watcher. I will give anything a shot pretty much. And it does have 50 Cent in it, and O'Shea Jackson Jr., which is Ice Cube's son. And I went into it with no expectation whatsoever. I was just like, I'm going to watch it. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. This was a really good movie, and Gerard Butler actually did really good in it. So that again, that goes to show, you know, you can't just judge it by Gerard Butler. But it was really good. It was a great heist film. I love watching those kind of films too, especially really good ones. And this is one of the good ones. So I highly suggest picking this up and checking it out. Den of Thieves. If you don't know what it's about, you can check it out right there. And this kind of role, surprisingly, it kind of fits Gerard Butler, like kind of oddly well, which is weird to say. But I really did enjoy the movie a lot. All right, so it does come with digital copy, and then here we have again the usual Universal discard here for the Blu-ray with the blue logo, and then the kind of semi-reflective discard there, and then the DVD with the totally reflective discard and the blacked out logo. See there? And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Den of Thieves, which comes out April 24th from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. Again, big surprise, man. Really big surprise. All right, next up is Molly's Game. And this one is out now from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. I knew nothing about this movie, to be honest with you. I think I heard about it in passing, knew nothing about the story. I had to look it up to see what the story was about. And then I started remembering. I was like, you know what? I do remember hearing about the story a couple years ago. This is based on a true story, I might add. So I do remember hearing something about it. Fantastic movie. Really great movie. It's basically about a former Olympian that gets caught up in underground gambling. And things go haywire. And she's put in these situations. And I don't want to say any more because it really is a great movie. And I highly suggest checking this one out. Fantastic movie. Molly's Game. Does have Idris Elba in it as well. He's a fantastic actor all the time. If you guys don't know what it's about, you can pause it there. And now, I was a little bit bummed out that there really wasn't any special features. There was one, and that was it. I really would have liked to see, you know, more on the making of and things like that, or maybe more on the actual story that, you know, the true story that it's based on. So yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer, but highly enjoyed this movie. Does come with digital copy. And the usual semi-reflective Universal logo with the blue title there. Now, in this case, for the DVD, we actually have just an all-black discard with a reflective logo. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Molly's Game, which is out now, again, from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. All right. This slipcover also has like a nice embossed title there. That's the only thing that's embossed out of it. All right. Next up is a personal pickup of mine, and that is The Incredible Hulk on 4K Ultra HD. I had to pick this one up, wanting to see it on 4K. It looks good. It actually looks really good. Not too much better than the Blu-ray, but there are some noticeable upticks in the resolution and things like that. So definitely want to get, and it's not that expensive. I think I paid like $18 for it, something like that. So it's not bad. And especially if you're trying to pick up all the movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the ones that are coming out on 4K, you're definitely going to want to pick this one up. I'm wondering if they're going to end up releasing some of the other Phase 1 films on 4K at some point. I hope so. All right, does come with digital copy. And here we have Blu-ray on this side. This is a standard Blu-ray. I think that you've kind of seen, we've all seen before in all the other releases with the disc art as well. And then we have the 4K here with different disc art than the Blu-ray, which is good. I like that. So it's really nice, really cool. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for The Incredible Hulk on 4K Ultra HD, which this is out now from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. All right. Let's see here. Next up is Father Figures. And this one is out now as well from Warner Brothers Studios Home Entertainment, starring Owen Wilson and oh my God, Ed Helms. I could not think of his name right off the top of my head. But yeah. I was kind of surprised by this one too. The premise is basically very, very simple. These two brothers, they're twins, and they try to find out who their father is. The mother admits that she was very promiscuous when she was younger, so they seek out their dad and they try to figure out, who he is, where they came from, things like that, and hilarity ensues. It's like almost kind of semi like a road trip type of comedy. But yeah, honestly, this is another movie I didn't really expect too much out of. Now, it's not hysterical. It's not a knee slapper type of movie, but it is pretty funny, especially if you're in the mood. Sometimes I have to be in a certain mood for comedies. I'm not I guess I don't just watch a comedy just for the sake of it. It has to be of interest to me. And the comedy has to actually be good. You know what I mean? This was actually pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it quite well. Not a huge Owen Wilson fan, to be honest, but he did great. I thought this was fantastic performances by all. There is a moment towards the end that's just one of the like, oh my God, I hope that this isn't where I think it's going. I'll just say that. I'm not going to give any spoilers. But good movie. It does come with a digital copy. And very basic disc art here. DVD on this side. This is a total reflective disc art. And then the title up on top. And the Blu-ray is a semi-reflective with the title on top as well. Nothing too extravagant. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Father Figures. This one is out now from Warner Brothers Studios Home Entertainment. All right. Yeah, and it doesn't even really have any like special features or anything like that too. Deleted scenes and a gag reel. Gag reels are always good though, and especially in these comedies and things like that. You'll see a lot of improv and things going on. Next up is Bravin, starring Jason Momoa. This one is out now from Lionsgate. This is a typical premise as well. Nothing too intricate as far as the story goes. I will say I was excited to check this one out because it's something, I don't see a whole lot of Jason Momoa movies where he's just like, in it like the main character. So I was kind of itching to kind of check this one out. I will be honest, the story wasn't too, it didn't grab me like I thought it was going to. Jason Momoa, actually, he did great as far as his performance goes. This is a side to Momoa that you don't see often. There's a vulnerability to him in this movie because it has a lot to do with family and things like that. So here's the back here if you guys want to know what it's about. It does also have Garrett Dillahunt, which he just starred. He just debuted on Fear the Walking Dead. He was fantastic in it. He plays good character he's a good character actor. He plays good characters all the time. But yeah, it just didn't really grab me like I thought it was going to, which is a little bit of a bummer. It's just him in this cabin, him and his family in this cabin. They come across some drugs, and then the person that those drugs belong to want them back, and they just come and they try to get them back and attack the family and things like that. Very simple premise, but it just I don't know. There was something about the overall story that just didn't hit with me for some reason. It does come with digital copy. If you've seen this movie, let me know your thoughts on it, because I'm curious. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I wasn't in the mood, at the time. But yeah, I don't know. It was just something weird about it. Here goes the disc. Here is a Blu-ray disc. Nice disc art here. Way different than the cover, which is good. I'm glad whenever they're able to do something like that. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Bravin, which is out now from Lionsgate. But again, like I said, it does have a good performance from Momoa. It's not anything that I expected. I was expecting him to be, and he is very brute force type of guy in the movie, but there is, he does show a lot of emotion, which you don't get a chance to see that very often in his movies. Not much, anyway. All right, next up is one of my all-time favorite comedies, starring one of my all-time favorite comedy duo, and that's Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. This is the 40th anniversary edition here. First time on Blu-ray, mind you. I don't know how many times I've seen this movie when I was younger. I've seen it so many times. I knew a lot of the lines when I was younger. When I popped this in again, they all just kind of started flooding back and coming back to me, like I was watching it, so many years ago. Great movie, so funny. There's a lot of great moments in this movie, a lot of quotable stuff in this movie. So if you're a fan of Cheech and Chong, if you've ever heard of Cheech and Chong or seen Cheech and Chong movies, stoner comedy it is, but without this movie, we wouldn't have Jay and Silent Bob. We wouldn't have Harold and Kumar, and Scooby and Shaggy. They may have come out before, but but I don't know. Fantastic movie. One of the best. And here goes the back here. If you don't know what it's about, and there's a good retrospective, I guess, feature on here with Cheech Marin, Tommy Chong, and the director kind of looking back at the movie and remembering certain scenes or certain moments from the making of it. So that's actually pretty cool as well. All right, it does come with digital copy, and we have here the DVD on this side, just a standard gray disc art with the reflective logo, and then the Blu-ray on this side, which is again standard Blu-ray, standard blue disc art with a reflective logo on top as well. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. This is the 40th anniversary edition, first time on Blu-ray. This one is out now from Paramount. So again, if you haven't picked it up, I highly suggest picking it up. I mean, you're gonna want to. There's another. Oh man, I cannot remember what the other movie was. Still Smoking, I think it's called. That one was supposed to be released at the same time. I don't know what happened, but I think the release of it has gotten pushed back. If I hear anything regarding a release date, then I'll definitely let you guys know if you guys are interested. Next up is one that I unboxed previously on another video, and that's the EverythingBlu edition of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. This is part of their Blue Pick series. There was one thing that really bothered me after the fact, and this happened literally right after I made the video, and I made a post about it, and I wanted to show you guys. For one, there are less than 5% left of stock in these. So if you haven't picked one up, definitely go pick one up. EverythingBluStore.com. You don't want to miss out on this, because once they're gone, they are gone. Here goes the interior here. We'll kind of go through it real quick. It does come with a cool guitar pick right there. Front, back, and spine of the steelbook. Really cool. Now, this is the thing that really bugged the heck out of me afterwards. I was scared to do it during the video because I didn't want to ruin anything. But I bit the bullet right after I stopped filming. and I did it, and I was like, oh, man. I got to show this next time I film a video. There actually is, you can take this part off, and there's some really nice artwork on the back here. Look at that. Look at that level of embossing there. Fantastic. Love it. Again, EverythingBlu, you know, they're a small company, and this is why I really like to support, you know, the smaller companies out there, because they're able to do cool creative stuff like this. And if we support companies like that, then they'll be able to do more cool creative stuff, and even, you know, do it bigger next time. You know what I mean, look at the level of embossing that they do. Again, mind you, this is a small company, and they're able to do embossing on the level of this. Check out the guitar. Again, you know, even the strings. There's embossing on embossing. The guitar is embossed itself, you know, the neck here and all that stuff, and then each string is raised, is embossed and raised. Even the knobs over here on this side, all embossed. The stars. I mean, you don't see that stuff very often. So again, that's why I like to support the smaller companies like that, and hopefully you guys too. Definitely, again, head to EverythingBluStore.com if you guys are interested in picking one of those up. Less than 5% left. I urge you, you know, to try to pick one up if you can at some point anyway. Because once they're gone, they are gone. They're not coming back. Next up is For the Love of Benjy. As you can see, great segue. For the Love of Benjy. This one comes out. This one is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. Every time I read the title, I keep thinking of that Bone Thugs and Harmony song. For the love of money. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, as you can see here, ooh, brand new restoration. Love Benjy. I showed my son the first Benjy movie that Mill Creek sent. He loved it, man. He had a blast out of it. He had a kick out of it. He thought it was really, really cool, really cute. If you guys don't know what it's about, there's special features there as well. I love that you know, Mill Creek is doing these Benjy movies, because this takes me back as well when I was a kid. Yeah, I keep wanting, speaking of Mill Creek, I keep wanting to do Mighty Max, because that would be the ultimate for me, but I haven't heard anything back yet. I'd say go tweet and message Mill Creek. Tell them to do Mighty Max. Tell them Cinema Deviant said to do Mighty Max, please. It does come with digital copy. You know what? If you guys are interested and want this digital copy, there it is. For the Love of Benjy. I'll put that over here. Now, it's pretty cool that this one does come with a Blu-ray and DVD. Blu-ray copy on this side, DVD copy on this side, 2 different disc cards, which is really cool. It's nice. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for the Love of Benjy, which is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. All right. Next up is an Arrow video release, and again, these are actually the next few are Arrow video releases, and I don't think I've heard of some of these. This one here is a twofer. This is A Pistol for Ringo and The Return of Ringo. Now, this is like a spaghetti western movie. That's all I know about it. I love spaghetti westerns. I think they're so cool. So you get to see almost like the history of you know, like say something obviously like Django Unchained. That's like an homage to spaghetti westerns. This is, you know, kind of the one of the few movies, or you know, the movie genre that started it all. You know, without these movies, we wouldn't have Django. And this is what I mean, that Arrow Video, you know, they put out these movies that, for one, if you've never seen them before, they're just super interesting, you know, and they're I guess you could call them like part of cinematic history. You know what I mean? Really cool booklet here. Fantastic. This is a nice hefty booklet too. A lot of pictures and stuff like that. Some liner notes, some notes here. All right, cool. And it even has like a little portion here about the restorations, which is really cool, especially if you're like a a big cinephile. Another one of these little postcards for Ghoul. And then here we are, standard Blu-ray. This side. Pretty much the same artwork in the front. Let's take a look at the alternate artwork. I actually really like that. That's cool. Now I think the artwork in the front is a little bit better, just because it looks a little bit more creative, I guess you could say. But looks nice, really cool. And this one, the Epistle for Ringo and the Return of Ringo, is out April 24th from Arrow Video. See there? Oh, nice. All right. Next up is one I think I've heard of before, but I've never seen it. So I'm definitely stoked to check this out. And that's Sleeping Dogs, starring Sam Neill. Love Sam Neill. This one is out April 17th, actually, which is out now, from Arrow Video. All right. Let's go ahead and pop this open. All right. So again, another cool booklet here in the inside. A lot of pictures. Some profiles about the cast. More photos. Cool, I like this. All right. Another one of these little inserts here. Property is no longer a theft. And then here goes the standard Blu-ray here, single disc Blu-ray. Same artwork as the cover. And then let's check out the alternate artwork. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of dig that. Really nice. Awesome. Again, I love that Arrow Video does that stuff, man. How they give you the option to change the artwork to the original artwork if you want to. Not a lot of places do that kind of stuff, so that's really cool. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Sleeping Dogs. This one is out now from Arrow Academy. Really cool. I might have said Arrow Video first. All right, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. We're heading towards the end, I promise you. And if you've stuck around this far, thank you so much. All right, next up is a cool box set. This is Seijun Suzuki, The Early Years, Volume 2. And it does have Border Crossings, the crime and action movies. Now, I didn't get a chance to get Volume 1, but these movies, I've heard a lot about these movies. So I'm excited to check them out, especially in this cool box set like this. I love these box sets, I might add. They always come with the coolest booklets as well. Awesome photos. Look at that. That's cool. A lot of photos in there. Jeez. Anyway. Yeah, really, really cool. Awesome. All right. Let's check out the movies here. All right. So this one has 8 Hours of Terror, Tokyo Nights, and The Man with a Shotgun. Really, really cool. If you guys don't know what they're about, pause the screen there. So, let's see here. Okay, so here goes the Blu-ray on this side, and then the DVD underneath. Same disc art, which is a little bit of a bummer. And you can tell which one's which because it does say here at the bottom somewhere. Yeah, it does say Blu-ray right here, and then DVD right here. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna pop this in. And then here goes the alternate art. That's alternate artwork's cool. I like that. I dig that. But I think I do prefer this one here. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to the next one. Next one here is The Sleeping Beast Within and Smashing the O-Line. Nice. Love the artwork. Arrow always kills it, especially in that department, especially. The artwork always looks really, really cool. If you guys don't know what they're about, yeah, this one does come with a little, postcard thing. This one's Stormy Monday. Blu-ray here in the front, and then DVD in the back. Same disc art again. Let's check out the alternate artwork. Nice. Really cool. And then the front, and back, and spine. Really nice. And I was pleasantly surprised that these little disc inserts, these disc holders, didn't pop out on me. Usually they do, because they get moved around so much in shipping. Things like that. Cool. And the Shijun Suzuki, The Early Years, Volume 2 is out now, actually, from Arrow Video. I was trying to look for the date. Yeah, so really nice artwork here on the front as well. And then the back. And then the spine. Really, really nice. Alright, next up is Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century, the complete series. Mill Creek, Mill Creek's at it again. They always bring out like these old school like cartoons. I remember this cartoon so much, and I watched a good number of episodes from this cartoon. Sherlock Holmes was, he has all these gadgets and things like that, and Watson was like kind of semi-bionic. You see there? So weird, but so cool. If you have that nostalgia thing that you just love to watch old cartoons, definitely pick this one up. And it's gonna, I'm almost certain it's on the cheap. It's like probably like $9 or something like that. All right, you know what? Screw it. If you guys are curious, again, if you want to check it out, there goes the code. Complete series. I believe there's like 20 something episodes or something like that. Anyway, there's a whole lot of episodes. I don't even know if it might be more than 20 something. But here goes the first disc here, and it has all the episodes listed on the disc, which is pretty cool. I like that. And then disc 2, again, all the episodes there listed on the disc. And here goes the front, back, and spine for Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century. This one is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. Again, I love it. I love that Mill Creek is just, they do the craziest cartoons. They release the craziest cartoons out there. And it's really cool that they do that. Next up, Mother May I Sleep with Danger, double feature. And this one is out now as well from Mill Creek Entertainment. Now, I remember watching the first one a long time ago. It's a Lifetime movie, essentially. And then I remember, what was it, maybe about a year or two ago, I had heard that James Franco wanted to remake it. And he's actually in it. So, as you can see here, it says the original true crime classic, which is the first one, and then the horror reimagining with James Franco. So I haven't seen the reimagining of it, the remake of it. I'm actually intrigued. I don't normally like to watch those Lifetime kind of movies, but this has me intrigued. I'm willing to check it out to see if it's any better than the original. And and then I guess the good part of it is the original is right there to compare to if I really wanted to go back. And here goes the disc there. That's some cool disc art. I like it. Same as the cover. But I like that they put disc art on it. See here, the original, was it 1996? Whoa, I am old. Because I remember it vividly, like watching it. It was 1996, and it was 2016 is the reimagining one. I'm curious. I'm really curious. I'll report back if it's any good. Or if you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. Here goes the front, back, and spine for Mother May I Sleep with Danger. Double feature. I cannot say that title without laughing. That just sounds funny. All right. Last two of this video. We're at the end, guys. And these were personal pickups for me. As I've stated before in the past, you guys cannot let me go to Walmart at like midnight anymore. Because it's always me digging in to the bottom of the Blu-ray bin, the $8 Blu-ray bin over there. This time I did actually look out. And this one, I don't know why I don't have this movie. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I was even a part, they had asked me from my son's Christmas program. They kind of interviewed me and asked me what, my favorite line in a Christmas movie was. And you know what? Let's cut to the clip.
Jingle all the way.
Jingle all the way. Tell me a line out of Jingle all the way.
Put the cookie down now.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you see, it's there. It's Jingle All the Way. I love this movie so much, and I did not own it for some odd reason. And this one, I was digging into that bin for a good 30 minutes, and I finally dug far down enough, and I pulled it up, and it was there. I was like, wow, the only one I had seen, $8. So I'm like, you know what? I can't pass it up. It does have the theatrical version and the extended director's cut of the film. I don't know if I've ever seen the director's cut. I'm curious now. Here goes the back here. Again, fantastic Christmas movie. Love it so much. Very, very quotable as well. It does come with digital copy. And then here goes the disc here. Fantastic artwork. And the front, back, and spine for Jingle All the Way. You can find that at your local Walmart bin if you're lucky. And then last but not least, again, this was another personal pickup from the Walmart bin, $8. I couldn't pass this one up because I couldn't remember if I had any of the Maze Runner movies, and it turns out I don't. But I ended up getting Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials, the second one, and I don't have any of them for some odd reason. But I couldn't pass this one up because this one did have Blu-ray, DVD, and a digital copy in it for $8. So I was like, okay, I have to grab this one at least. So fantastic. I love this one. I really love this movie a lot. Best part of this movie is when they're running through that building. Reminded me a lot of The Last of Us. It was like the building that was slanted, and all those creatures, those I guess zombies, were running and breaking through the glass and all that stuff. One of the most exciting moments in that movie. I still haven't seen the third one either. There goes the back here. Special features as well. And then it does come with, again, like I said, digital copy. I thought this was pretty cool as well. And it came with a cool little comic book. Didn't expect that. Didn't even have it advertised on the front or anything like that. So that was pretty nice little surprise. Cool little comic book that came with it. Neat. And then here goes the DVD on this side and the Blu-ray on this side. Two different disc arts, which is really nice. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for the Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials. Find it at your local Walmart. And that's all I got for you guys today. Again, if you guys have stuck with me this far, thank you so much. Because my mouth is starting to get dry. I've been talking so much. I haven't had anything to drink. So again, thank you guys so much. Had a whole lot to take a look at today. Things just started coming in. But again, thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button if you dug this. video at all. If you guys want to pick up any of these titles, there will be links down in the description below. You guys don't have to pick them up from there, but if you do, it does help me out a lot, and it's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos. As always, there is a video that I'm going to be posting very soon. I'm giving you guys a heads up. I have a giveaway video that I'm going to be doing very soon, and a 5,000 subscriber thank you as well, because I haven't had the chance to do it just yet. I was waiting to do this at the same time, so be on the lookout for that. There's going to be a lot of good stuff in this giveaway. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. If you're just coming across this video and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because you're not going to want to miss this video. Hit that bell notification as well, because again, a lot of good stuff. And I really do mean that. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. With all that being said, we will catch you next time.